Pineapple Cake can be just a little bit vulnerable if too much pressure is placed on him here. So taking their time, making sure they get the right setup might be a good idea for him here.
Yeah, exactly. And I must say, before I say the rest of this statement, I'm incredibly glad to be back in Asia, but this is very sloppy at times. They have to be better on those kind of 50s. They give away so many goals right now on the side of Pineapple. It was a little bit awkward. That's going to be a free shot for Bunny Dummy. No, Arya Neal's first to it, and there should have been someone there in the center to try and capitalize upon that. Unsuns once again not quite awake as they have another go. Rushel can't touch it, and Bunny Dummy gets the opening goal for Unsuns.
Blue just puts it straight into the center. Bunny Dummy just outside the halfway.
They had no business being there. Even if a shot did come through, it was a very tough angle, so I think just take your chances. That was initially a bad touch already, and that is a great touch out of Blue. 3-2 right now. 1 minute and 8 seconds remain, and this is very much possible.
That was pretty much a change up of shot.
Out of Misty, preserving his flip until the final moment. Bunny Dummy forcing a 50 with Arya and landing a little bit awkward. Blue still has an open net, tries to pass it off, does not want the pressure, and Bunny Dummy scores the angle. Unsuns, they are back into this, and this is what I want to see out of them.
Yeah, I mean, they just got the perfect play. They've already done the first half here, so let's see if they can carry on for the rest of the game. But yeah, once again, just goes back to what we were talking about with consistency here, as Arya Neal just plays it from a little bit of a... Well, I just actually want to see position here again. Thought that someone could have protected it? No, not unable to make it there in time. That placement was just absolutely sublime, and this placement could be sublime as well. How can you save that? Arya Neal perfect off the kickoff. And well, the pendulum is starting to shift yet again rapidly. Now, Pineapple Cake is a team that are getting the goals here. They quickly close the gap back down to 1, where it was 3.
It was 3, and that was what, 20 seconds ago? No, even less, 10 seconds ago. In game time, that is, because obviously replays, they take a little bit. That's going to sting for Unsuns. Pineapple Cake, they have just made a very rapid comeback, but they have 1 more to go. That miss is not going to help them along their path. Blue has an open net, and once again, Pineapple Cake give up way too much space here, and 1 clear out does the job for Unsuns. Now the midfield is underutilized on both sides. They're going end to end and hoping that somebody is there. Exactly as I say it just gets hit to the other side and they pray that somebody is there. Well, pray is a little bit hefty, but Bunny Dummy right on the center field line should not be exposed like that. Somebody needs to.
Misty wasn't marked there, probably goes in, but still, defense was pretty much put to the wayside. Has to be said here in this third game as we do get the 12. Yes, we do, nice. Misty. That's a nightcap and a half there. Nice way to end off the third game. And well, just look at the mechanics. Keeps the ball in flight, doesn't hit Terra.
Russia was only able to get a touch off the backboard. That's a good read, but once again, you use so much boost for that. Now, Unsuns, they're looking to apply the pressure. They're looking to put pressure on this Kessel right now. Double commit out of Unsuns. It's going to deny that pressure. Misty can just go up for it another time, get a flip reset right into the hands of Bunny Dummy. Where is the challenge from Pineapple Cake here?
It's all scattered. Arya Neal has to go for boost, so he's out to play. Rashiel goes up, but he gets faked out from Misty. Definitely looking fairly underdone for Pineapple Cake at the moment here, because, as I've said before, the defense isn't strong enough to hold off the Unsuns attack. We see again, Bunny Dummy just pops it in. He picks up a hat-trick just past the halfway point of this game. And well, they can't do too much. One series victory for themselves here with an absolutely dominant 6 over Borlands in game number 4. Add that to the 4 goals victory, they had in game number 3. I mean, if I got my maths correct here, actually make that 7-0 as Blue will get the final goal. Well done from him, but I mean, what else can you say? I mean, goal differential in the series is double figures. That's pretty much all.
Exactly, and that boost management always a pivotal part at the highest level. It gets so incredibly difficult. Oh my word, what was that play? Now Sphinx taking it to the center. Once again, go for that infield pass, and it's Heater on the overlay, but we all know that that is Jushu getting through there, showing that he is indeed not a bot, because that is some power behind.
Defensive mistakes, and well, eventually, both negatives will lead to an equal scoreline here into the final minute. And Jushu, he's demoed, but it doesn't matter. He gets the goal from beyond the grave.
And Jushu gets so much time here. And Dromical was going for the boost too. I think if you're going to commit that.
Yeah, very nice save there from Sphinx, who has made the second game his own a little bit here, doing a lot of work in defense, but most importantly, finishing off that first and so far only goal in the second game. So he's been doing a fair bit of work, and he might find himself with another one there. Jushu with the absolute setup, and Sphinx once again just needed to finish off the play, but all props to Jushu there. Baits out two opponents, and well, forces Saber pretty much into an unplayable position. Can't make their way up to the other side of the field and begin the comeback.
And the way to counter the playstyle from waste of potential right now, aka the passing place, is to just have an incredible rotation. Dromical, okay, broke through, solo 1v3, that is lovely. Well, with 22 seconds remaining, I'll hold my story just in case this isn't. Just getting it through, almost unscathed. And now they need to go on the counter. Dan is a little bit awkward, helping them along the way. Dromical kept it up. That's going to be in the hands of Jush, who but Sig, he's going to clear that in a way where none of his team have any boost. And it's unfortunate the Donks, they made this game, which is impressive by itself, but unfortunately they were not able to make it work fully, and they do go. Good defense is obviously pivotal, but if you don't have the counter-attacking capability when you're setting up for a defensive playstyle, obviously that's going to pose a multitude of problems, as Dan might have just shown that right here. Jushu, who finishes it off and gets the 1-goal lead. But you just can't hold on to defense forever. You need to have a few counter.
Even if it wasn't going on target, at least it was exerting a fair amount of pressure on their opponents here, though. It's probably not really having the same result. They are putting pressure on a little bit of strain, but it's not really enough. That is a save and a half, but Jose comes through the last second to eventually send the ball in. And this is what I was saying, Rashil, he can set up a lot of plays.
Going in attack with full force, getting a little bit fortunate with that goal. Well, half fortunate, I want to say. I think Hashim could have at least went for it, but he was in full on panic mode. Fisher, that was also full on panic mode, gives it away to Arya Neal. And I'm sure this is not the clear out that he wanted. Threw it straight to the center, and is not good enough.
Got forced into that defensive hold, effectively, and well, they haven't been able to break out from it too much. They've had a few opportunities like what we just saw then, but every single time they just get counted on. Jobsay comes through and he's able to bring it up to 3. Game 1 should be in the back of Pineapple Cake.
Yeah, this was just a little bit unfortunate. I think Hashim got the block that was going to clear.
Decent in their first game. I mean, they weren't absolutely spectacular, but they're okay enough towards the end of it here, and well, I think we've seen it happen again, but this time around, it's just worked out in their favor as they rebuild that 3-goal lead with 3 seconds to spare. With Boopy just unable to get the clear out cleanly enough, and well, Arya Neal, a good place to finish off the break out for it, and for any significant amount of time like they are finally now, that can always just lead to that cycle transitioning over to your opponent.
Exactly, Rushley with a great clear out though. And that is a completely out of defense, and the shot coming through, setting himself up with a massive boomer right there. And at half time, this is a great goal to be scored to get up that safety net once.
Both teams here as Ariel sets it up for Poopy, gets beaten out by
what a save!
Able to just get an important save on the line. Might just open up for a counter-attack now, but it looks like Jobsay's going to just pop it back into the midfield here. And this is a very welcome change because most of the games here have been played up the other ends as Rashil, he finally gets a set up from Arya Neal. He finally able to find the gap in the defense, and he finally gets the first goal in game 3 for Pineapple Cat.
I love that they've all gone with the little tag underneath us, tuna, no crust. They're going full meme right here on the side of Houseplant. And I love it. I love it. The dunks, obviously. Oh my word, Dromical. That is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing goal to start the dunks off.
And just to finish off your point from earlier, if you do take crust in a few.
Exactly, the Dunks obviously looking for that safety net, but Houseplant, they obviously want to diminish that school cafeteria now to the center. Does it solo? I'm not too sure whether that was an insane angle or just a own goal. Let's have a look once again. School cafeteria, it's at least getting sent on.
Puts it up onto the crossbar. Saber nearly comes through, but well placed there from apartment window to block off the attack.
And right now it is the Donks. Oh, Sig, I was going to say the Donks taking control of this game, and indeed Sig breaks through once again. Apartment window. God.
He's going to read the play. Sig now in it to the corner. Once again, school cafeteria doing a fair bit of work here in the back in the midfield, making sure that the ball doesn't get too close to danger here as we enter the final few seconds of this opening game. Dromical comes in! 3v1, doesn't matter! Straight through the gut, and with 5 seconds remaining, that could be the crucial goal.
Oh my, the cojones on this man to go. Either the Dunks, they're starting to feel comfortable, they're starting to play a little bit loose, and that either means to be scared on the side of a Houseplant or be wary of a very good counter-attacking ability coming up soon.
Yeah, let's see if the counter-attack works out. Well,
that's what I mean.
For Registration Dex, he doesn't need a counter, he just needs a sack, and, well, he gets it through. Well set up from apartment window, finding the corner. Saber trying to scamper back, he nearly gets it, but he has too much to know what Donks can do when they go on to attack, so it's definitely not over just yet. They need to hold it firm and maybe get another goal or two just to be safe as Dromical goes close. Saber follow through, and unfortunately, I think that was a apartment window there, just unable to get the final save. No, it was actually school cafeteria. Very unfortunate stuff for him there as Saber scores and gets the equalizer.
Oof, that is not going to be what Houseplant want, of course. And on the other side, the Dunks are getting incredibly happy. Sig breaking through on kickoff, looking for the 50 afterwards. Well, the school cafeteria just lets Sig take the 50, and that is an open net on the counter. Registration desk will very much, well, pass it to apartment window. Was going to finish it up, but apartment window is obviously going to steal that. Does not surprise me when their entire team name and their entire name is based.
Cafeteria sends it wide. Registration Dex on the fine line. Needs to be careful. Sig just puts it onto the crossbar. Well saved and allows Dromical to carry it into the midfield. But now there's some worrying signs here for the Doinks here. They're starting to have a fair few mistakes. They're starting to get pressurized as Sig, so he doesn't give a stuff about that. He just comes through, cool, calm and collected to find the equalizer once again on the near side of the net.
And once again, Sig in the perfect area to do what he needs to do and get it into the back of the net. That's exactly what you need to be doing right there. And equalizes once again. Sig, the majority of the goals are credited to his name, but that is a phenomenal onto registration desk from an angle. Oh my word, directly off of kickoff.
Look at that. That is a perfect angle there for registration decks. Absolutely no hope of save.
Oh my, now once again the Dunks are in attack. They got a little bit of fortune, but Sig, what a bump! Once again, the stuff that he does is not amazing in the regard that it's not flashy, but it's exactly what's needed at that moment, and that is what makes a phenomenal player.
If we were going to choose a man of the series at this moment, it has to be Sig's hands down. He has really lifted when his team needs to. He's got a lot of goals, he's got a lot of assists, he's set up a lot of plays, and you can see he can bump as well. So with 80 seconds remaining, this game continues to get flipped on its head continually here as we are 4-4, and that could have been 5-4 as well. It will be 5-4. Registration desk comes through on the second attempt, and he regains the lead against the Houseplant.
And the backboard defense just not in place right there for the Dogs. No.
Yeah, gets a little bit of a break going, but it's not enough. Registration Dex now comes through to put it onto the crossbar, but Sig's able to read it just in time here. Drossel now pops it up to Saber. He has nothing but clears guy in front of him until Window comes in from underneath to shut the door on him. Now Sig looking to just try and keep him in the corner for the moment. Registration Desk is there to carry it out. Eventually gets to the cafeteria. He's going to go for a long ranger. Sigs can't get to it, and we're equal.
What a boomer. Oh my word, the infield pass from Registration Desk.
Gets bumped. Registration Desk just waiting in the corner. A Saber, he senses the ball. Where's Six? He's in front of the net, and he converts. And the 1-goal lead now goes to the Dogs with 29 seconds remaining.
The ice in his veins for Sig right here, realize that is coming center. Boost the entire way once again, very near half time, or very near end time. It is Sig who puts the Dunks up 1-0. Drumical deciding to go for the boost, and the 50 afterwards, not really what I want to see out of him. And that's a phenomenal pass to the center, and this all started with Drumical taking his time and then having a terrible 50 to follow it up.
Registration Death just gets caught in a good...
And now going down the other end, or at least attempting to, is going to land right into the hands of School Cafeteria. Saber now in a 1v1 against Sig. Registration Desk, and he forces it through. Once again, it's not fancy, but it's exactly what they needed to do. Saber at the 2-minute mark finishes it off with a phenomenal 50, and the Dogs, they take the...
Still holding that 1-goal lead, and multiple attempts to increase that already. There's the next one as well, and Chaotic's going to be able to capitalize on that very, very well.
And really, that was just a good heads-up play from MD to follow through.
Chaotic again. This is a very strong start out of Lusail. I mean, I don't know where they're getting this confidence to just push the attack over and over again against 3 rats, but their defense doesn't hold out against Maxiu, as finally a shot back goes on target, and Maxiu the one to take it out as well as LCT followed. If they can hold to this, they might be able to not only hold off the 3 rats, but take this game out entirely.
Yeah, 3 rats though are a patient team, and sometimes they can be a slow starting team. Great read by MD, putting game 1 away off of that sort of awkward touch out of LCT. I think LCT wanted to put that a bit more in the corner, just couldn't quite get all.
Showing a few little mechanics, bringing them in there, but it's really not opened up the goal enough for anything to be coming out of that one yet. Big shot out. Oh, and that's a huge one there.
Our first reset of the evening right there out of Maxiu, all 4 wheels, and then a nice flick. Maxiu has a chance, but MD will beat him to it, gets past Ballerisa as well, and watch out for MD or Chaotic in the corner. It will be Chaotic who commits, trying to set up Kerwin, but the ball's a little too tight to the wall. That's going to lead to a deep clear. LCT tries to cheat forward. KCT, or Kerwin I should say, runs enough disruption and sets up Chaotic one-on-one against Ballerisa. It makes it look easy. Oh my goodness,
play.
What a goal right there, and it's LaSalle who are now up 2-0 in the series.
Insane work.
So something that's also happening this series that I was not expecting coming into it has been how well Lusail is sort of playing this aerial game right now. That's a dunk. Oh my goodness, Chaotic thinks he's in Space Jam right now, just slamming and jamming that one in. A beautiful play from the Lusail side. Now they're looking more and more like a team that was justified in their invitation into this winter semifinal, and they could be making that deep run.
I mean, well, they placed with the #1 seed, I believe, even Lusail. So Chaotic proving it yet again, just securing that one. Top bins, that top right corner, just receiving that very, very well. It was an incredibly close play.
If Lusail hold on for our next minute and a half, but this is a very strong outing right now from the Lusail side, and they are going to be a tough team to beat once we come to grand final time. Should they hold on, another goal by MD, looking more and more likely that they will.
Yeah, getting that 3-goal lead, it's always a very dangerous point, really in any Rocket League, but particularly. They are proving without a doubt that they absolutely deserve it. They are doing this with consistency. Game 1 and now Game 2 even more. We thought that we'd see 3 Rats warm up, but MD is going to pound in a 5th as we hit 0 seconds. This is a massive 3rd game.
It's a massive upset in my eyes, at least.
Dan, though, this is probably the man that we know the least about. Dan, the man himself, though, has been doing some pretty good work so far for Wasted Potential. A lot of the pressure coming off of him as well.
Yeah, but that was a mistake. A little bit of a caster's curse, Gex, as Dan unable to make that backboard read. Opens up the waterfall, which comes crashing down into the net. Bunny Dummy will get credit for the goal, right?
Just not happened for them yet, and that's where stuff like Misty's consistency on defense. He has had that for so long, probably more than any other player in the region. Sphinx gets it there. There's the mechanics. There's the freestyle play, and Sphinx takes that one home in such style.
That one looks like it almost was ripped off from that. Dummy beats out Jushu, now looking to beat out Dan. Goes for the fake, turns it into a pass, but Misty's shot is saved.
Rare to find a freestyler who could 1v1 that and take that away from Misty, but he will get one off of him in the long run there. It'll be 4-1 with only 3 seconds left. That should be the end of it unless there's a kickoff goal here. It would have to be a very quick one.
Oh, that's almost a nice little breakaway goal, though, in response from Wasted Potential, just trying to push it up the side of the field. Only get it so far. Now Bunny Dummy with a chance doesn't get that pinch that they were looking for. That's going to send that ball the other way, off the post and in. Jushu finds the gap and ties this game up.
And this one hurt because I'm not sure this would have been off the post. Comes forward off of that respawn. Sphinx down, sends it off the wall. A great pass down to Dan, but Blue reads it perfectly. Out to Misty, off the crossbar. Bunny Dummy has to send it home. What a save out of Jushu!
Oh, Jushu in the right spot at the right time. Bunny Dummy didn't really need that post, and I don't even think they were going for it. Now Dan gets a quick little redirect and puts it through. So Wasted Potential are going to be out in front early in this game. A missed opportunity from Bunny Dummy immediately gets punished.
I mean, what a pass down from Sphinx as well, but that turnaround from Wasted Potential is unbelievable. Sphinx doing well, Jushu doing well on that save, and Dan sending it home. All 3 members of the team contributed so much to that, and they couldn't have done it without each other, but Misty's going to even it up so fast.
Kickoff defense has been a thorn in Wasted Potential's side, and it's one that I think Unzuts are more than happy to.
Freestyling skill becomes available as well, because once you know what is capable with the ball, you also know what can be done to you. And that's where Jushu and Sphinx have been able to bring that kind of skill into their defense and block some incredible shots. Dan follows that beautifully and sends another one home. Wasted Potential is going to go up again in this game.
This was such an interesting read by. All right, well, the pressure is going to be on them for the first time this series, I feel like, and I'll be curious to see how they react to it. We've already seen one favorite crumble in our winners final. Will Unz be able to sort of regain that control? It looks to me, Gex, that they're probably feeling just fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Great control out of Misty. He took that the whole length of the field himself. What a redirect at the end.
The connection issue has been fixed, which it looks like it has. Yeah, Misty has currently been the biggest thorn in Wasted Potential side, and now that they're back at full strength, I see good things in the future for the Unz side. Case in point, look at this pass and shot Blue, just unable to finish it, but Misty is there. And that was a 5-player pass play that was near immaculate.
Yeah, and we did have to wait a second for them to fix those net issues, but as soon as we're back, we get that.
Bunny Dummy, though, nearly had it right there. Actually had the speed over Jushu, but in going for the angle, kind of gave up a little bit of ground this time, though. Bunny Dummy will play the more patient game. Didn't need speed if the defense can't make those backboard reads. And this is kind of what I was talking about in between games. It feels like Wasted Potential struggle. It's going to take a small miracle for Wasted Potential to stay in this Unz. They have put the hammer down.
It's going to come upfield again, the attack on Unz. It's going to be a very difficult match to win now, especially if a runaway goal like that finds its mark. Bunny Dummy credited with it, and Unz a 4-1 lead. This is an enormous victory after the
with the explosive nature of each of these teams, as we nearly see Blue get a goal right there. It does lead to this game to still be on that knife's edge until one side gets a significant goal advantage. However, I think it's going to happen right here. LCT gets the challenge, and as I was about to predict, more than likely 3 Rats strike first.
Yeah, and it was off of that aggressive stance that they were taking. Bullerate's already upfield.
Just LCT, and on occasion, you know, when they did cheat up as well, which is so effective at keeping the ball on that blue side of the field, that we didn't see as much of it. It was kind of like over-successful almost, as Maxiu, nice little touch and nice dribble over the top of Blue, making it 1-0, 11 seconds in. I love the pinch setup out of this side.
To really, really interrupt 3 Rats on the style they're playing right now, and create those openings, and it's not happening. Bullerate's demonstrating it again as they take the 3rd goal out here.
Also, as that third goal is scored, real quickly, I want to shout out and thank the ODL for dropping that sweet raid on us right there. They just had their draft, so another exciting league starting up in the Oceanic region, one that has had, you know, players like LCT compete in and win in the past, so good to see, you know, good guys running that ship. Thank you so much for that raid. As we continue, this time it's Misty with the shot and the goal, reminding us that Unslunts are not done yet.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a little bit of luck. I mean, Misty available here, but LCT's challenge just goes perfectly in.
Very much a 1NE based team, but 3 Rats at that same token. Still arguably the best team within the Asian region right now, and this is a lot more what we expected from them. Just clean control on defense, holding off the attacks, and then when they get to attack themselves, they come at you fast, they come at you aggressive, and, well, they fake you out as well. Balleries clearly intended to fake it for LCT. I won't hear anything different as the 3 Rats advance to a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, that backflip does actually open up the opportunity. Yeah, and now, though, Bunny Dummy, a great little touchdown. That's well over the crossbar, though, on a fairly open net, and it's still open as Bullerace gets there, sends it low, and gets it in just below the defense as they try to get down to that. Yeah,
Blue was playing so high up on that backboard right there, I think, expecting more of the pass, but wasn't aware that had no help from underneath. Tried to adjust, but the damage is already done. Balleries just had to keep that ball on the ground, and that would be a goal every time. Missed by the defense right there. Balleries swing and a miss right there, but it's all well and good. 3 Rats able to recover. Balleries now cheating forward, doesn't even make contact. Might not have to. 2 touches off the backboard leads to an LCT shot. Save may have been made the first time, but not the second, as Balleries gets his 2nd of the game.
Yeah, Bullerace in a very opportune position there as that got saved out right in front of it as it drops.
Touch out of Misty, not one that they needed, and it could set up Balleries, who has a look, but doesn't commit right away, waits for Misty to strike first, and, well, again, good job for the 3 Rats in just baiting out this defense and putting them into awkward situations. LCT then capitalizes and makes it 3-0.
And speaking of fortunate touches here, Maxiu just gets in the way of that for that 2nd touch, and it's perfect setup for LC. And, you know, I mean, like, we can keep talking about what Unz has done wrong in this game and series so far, but it's just the same point over and over again, and now Unz finally, they get that counterattack, they push up that pressure, and they get the goal. I mean, they needed this so... see him really coming down from that without some big goals scored on them by LaSalle. It's almost there. Kerwin will finish it. That might be the start of exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, this time instead of playing forward and looking for the ball quite as much, MD follows it up as...
Sale never should have been able to do what they did, but they are proving here again that they are at that level, and this time 3 Rats are picking up to their own standard and able to play at it so far. I mean, we are still only really a minute and something into this. It's very close, but there's another shot at LCT, taking that pass extremely well.
So what I was really impressed on this attack about was how every single touch from the 3 Rats in the setup was delicate. Could turn into a series with not a lot of midfield play, but extended plays in front of the net itself with the way how it is shaping up to be. As we do watch the sail now with another opportunity, Kerwin's going to try to find MD, instead finds the net instead. Top left bin, 2-2 game.
Absolutely beautiful shot to finish this. Kerwin gets on top of that and finds that top left corner. You have to be able to not be too scared to backboard something multiple times. Don't worry about your opponents being able to defend that if they're not already out of net, if you haven't created that opportunity. And that's exactly what that missed shot did. LCT reads that off the backboard so perfectly, it's unbelievable. What a way to really cap this one off, and with 5 seconds left, that backboard read, that's
still in position to keep the attacking pressure on. Very, very aggressive side. Lusail, they're starting to get that same vibe that we got from game one. What a pass and shot from MD right there. The redirect to the top left bin.
And that crosses field so fast from Lusail's side. A pass upfield, the scoop from MD to just keep the height on it, and finds top left of the goal. What an incredibly well executed play. And I mean, we talked about MD being one of the outstanding players in the first series. He's already showing up as such again.
Yeah, absolutely has been, but so too has been LCT, who was able to get a nice little backboard read to get one back for the 3 Rats.
Yeah, great touchdown from LCT. He pre-jumped that off.
Chaotic gonna put one up, and Maxi will go ahead and take it away. LCT waiting across the middle, but this time MD will be the one who steals it off of them. 2.5 minutes as we get halfway through our 3rd game. Technically, I still consider it game 2, and I still consider Maxu to get all of that shot. The pass from LCT to clean, and the power, 129 kilometers per hour.
And finally, Maxu finds his mark. So far, this is even without that. I mean, the aggression is working in so many ways. That's just one of them.
Absolutely, and it speaks testament to Lusail that they are keeping even until Maxi is going to do something like this, a cheeky mid-air dunk after that setup from LCT, going to put them ahead 3-2. Chaotic, there is nothing he could have done to stop that.
An enormous dunk, and I was starting to think that Chaotic's script was working in his favor, but now 3 Rats, you know, I mean, it's only one in it, but they're starting to just look so strong here. That space opening up, it was almost inevitable that they were going to score something. I mean, it came off of a read, but it was an awkward situation created by that space in the long run, and now, what a play there. Maxi was just racking up goals. He is as healthy as ever. Forget what I said.
It's a double fake, though, and that's what I love.
So far, the pressure has been dealt with well by Lusail, and there has been a lot out of 3 Rats already, but it will cave eventually. Maxi picks that up very, very nicely.
I mean, look where Maxi makes the cut for this goal as well. I mean, LCT actually was the first. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that, but I kind of want to go back to Maxi's shot that we saw before. 3 Rats remind me that they are kind of the kings of the counterattack in that region. That shot had so much power, and Maxi does it again. This time, a double off of his own waterfall forces the own goal and makes it a 2-1 game.
What is happening with Maxi?
Yeah, it's now all Kerwin. Space to work with, has the boost as well. Trying to take it to that backward. Follow Reef will challenge MD versus Maxi. It's going to be won by the defense. Follow up from Chaotic's an unforced error, and that's going to open up the gates. Here comes the Rats. Maxi goes for the reset and makes it look so easy. No one can stop Maxi right now. He is just on that next level.
So beautiful. Like you said, we should all be lining.
Trying to play it forward. MD actually cheated all the way forward on this play, but it's just going to fizzle out. Another breakaway situation. LCT is not accurate, but Balleries is. 3-0 lead. 3 Rats. They are on a warpath to an Overlap Cup final victory.
And rarely, this is actually off of mistakes from MD, and he was committed well upfield, just got stuck underneath the ball and was unwilling to let that chance of possession go. He got bumped midway through that, and as a result, the ball was taken away, but Kerwin, what an angle, gets that out of an angelic touch.
Yeah, that's the second kickoff goal we've seen from Kerwin actually in this.
Chaotic actually passes it to the attackers, but the double commit is bad, and MD might have an opportunity. Chaotic goes in for it and takes it as a pass. 18 seconds left. Lusail are not finished yet.
I love how Chaotic reads this play because LCT was going to make